Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be reviewing e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palette in the color Cream and Sugar. So this is a nude palette that has 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in the middle. And we're gonna go ahead and start it. I already prepped and primed my eyes. I used MAC's Painterly Paint Pot and I set it with Wet n Wild Brulee. For the crease, we're gonna be using this shade right here. So this color is very light. It did not show up in my crease at all. Just like in the previous palette, I was barely able to build it up. Same here. It looks more like a powder. So I'm gonna go lightly into this color and try putting it in my crease. Okay, so I applied some of the color in my crease. I used the blending brush and I dipped it in very lightly because it's a very dark color. I'm actually gonna swatch this color in my hand that you could see. So that one is very dark and this one you could barely see. So it's good that it's dark because we want it for the outer corner. So I'm gonna go in with a thin angled brush, go back into this color, and curve out a little V here, fill it in. Then I have a fluffier angled brush. I'm just gonna go over it. Okay, so this color worked really well for the outer corner, and I put some in my crease. So you could use the same shade in the crease and in the outer corner. Just in the crease you put it very lightly, and the outer corner you build up. I guess the shade wasn't meant to be in the crease. They probably meant for it to be a setting powder shade. Now we're gonna go into 2 shimmers. I'm gonna swatch them for you. We're going to apply both. I'm going with a flat shader, a thin flat shader. And I'm gonna go into the deeper color right here. And I am not bringing it all the way to the inner corner. I'm going just like in the middle of my eye. We have the outer corner color here. I'm putting this in the middle of my eye, and I'm gonna go with the lightest shade and I'm gonna put it in the inner corner. So this color is stunning. I don't have to go and spray it as I did in the Berry Bed palette. For it to show up, I had to go spray it with MAC Fix Plus. Now I'm going with a different clean shader, also a thin one and a bit smaller one, and I'm going to apply this light color starting with the inner corner and connecting it to the other shadow. Okay, so this color is pretty light, it's beautiful, but I like it just in the inner corner, so I actually went with this bronzy color and I brought it a bit closer, so that lighter color is mainly in the inner corner. I love it, it's a beautiful palette. I just wish that this shade would be a crease shade, but you could use anything else in your crease if you don't feel comfortable going with this, because you have to go very lightly with this color, otherwise it's going to be way too deep. I'm going to highlight my brow bone with Wet n Wild Sugar. I'm going to apply the eyeliner and I'll be right back. Okay, so for eyeliner I used Bourjois Slim Ultra Black Liner. For the mascara I used CoverGirl, the Supersizer. And I moisturized my face. I used Lee's Boutique Primer. And I moisturized my lips, and we're gonna go ahead and start applying the foundation. For foundation, I'm using Rimmel Lasting 25-hour breathable foundation in 100 Ivory. I'm gonna be using MFMA sponge. I'm going to be using NYX Dark Circle concealer in the shade Fear, and I'm using it as a corrector. And I'm going to be going in with my Marcel Flawless Concealer in the shade Fear. I'm going to set under my eyes and my face with Marcel face powder. I'm going in with my e.l.f. blush brush. And to set my face, I'm gonna go in with a Real Technique powder brush. I'm gonna go do my brows and I will be right back. For the brows, I used e.l.f. Shadow Brow and Liner Palette. And now we're gonna apply the bronzer. I'm using Marcel bronzer in a color 01 Light Bronze. I'm gonna do the bottom lashes and I'm using MAC in Extreme Dimension Deluxe Size Mascara. For the blush, I'm gonna be using Tarte Mini Blush in the color Royal. It was from their holiday edition. Just like that color with this look. For the highlighter, I'm gonna use e.l.f. Blush Gems. For a lip liner, I'm using Rimmel. I think it's in the color Neutral. It rubbed off, but I believe it's called Neutral or Nude. For the lips, I'm gonna be using Rimmel Cake lipstick in the shade 08. Okay, this is the finished look. It's just all neutral colors. Quick go-to look that's great for every day, for any time of the year. The focus, of course, was on the palette in this video. So let's just go over the palette. I really like the palette. My only disappointment was that I thought that this would be a crease color, but I'm realizing now that it wasn't even meant to be a crease color. This is just a color to set your eyes because it looks just like a powder. So either I would recommend to either use any other crease color, go into your bronzer or any other color, or go very lightly into this color and put it in your crease and then build it on the outer corners. You could create few looks with this. You could only go with this light champagne color and have a beautiful light look, or if you wanna go for more of a bronze look, you could use this all over the lid, or you could combine it as I did. I'll close my eyes that you could take another look. I do like this one and I recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.